I'm John Watson. I'm one of the creators of Cats Breaking Antiques, and we're here to launch it. The themes that we came up with and we're brainstorming all dealt with significant global issues, like blood diamonds or gay marriage or cell phones contributing to dwindling bee populations, things like that. These were things that we wanted to address using technology. So once we arrived at the decision to make the game, we realized that we would be much more effective talking about these serious global issues if we did have a sense of irreverence, because we felt that being too heavy-handed would probably turn people off, I think, to an extent. And we wanted to make something that had a wider appeal, something that you could play and really like intellectualize and be like, oh yeah, that's so globally relevant. But we also wanted to make something that you could play and just have a stupid good time and have it be equally engaging.
Right.
I have noticed the theme of global issues and interconnectedness being addressed in other games or apps. Most recently, actually, there was a bit of a controversy about an app called Phone Story. When a user picks up a playbook to play Cats Breaking Antiques, the first screen they'll see is one where you can choose your cat. For our prototype right now, we have one playable cat. So you choose that cat, you're transported into its house. The world so far for Cats Breaking Antiques is situated in a house, a 3-level house, that the cat is free to wander from room to room. Each of the rooms are done in a grayscale, with the exception of certain objects that are colored. These are the interactive objects, and when the cat interacts and scratches them, various outcomes ensue.
And is this where the irreverence comes in, is in the outcomes, or in the choice of the objects and the house that you design?
No, the house itself and the objects is pretty straightforward. That's not so irreverent. It's the mini games and video clips and things like that that really take it to that level of irreverence. The house itself, it's just a large house, and in every room there's a person, with a screen on a computer or a laptop or something like that, and they're a non-interactive object, and they're just in the middle of the room, absorbed in this screen. And so you're this cat that's just sort of walks around the people in the house and interacts with things and breaks things, possibly because it's being ignored by its owners who are using screens.
Screens. You're doing very well.
Mm-hmm. The group I ended up working with at the CFC Media Lab was really great. We had a definite synergy. Hannah and Monica both brought stuff that I don't have, and I brought stuff that they don't have, but at the same time we also have a really broad skill set. So there wasn't really a defined, you just do this and you just do this. Often our work days would sort of be us sitting on the floor with stuff all around us, and then sort of pulling together and drawing connections, using a lot of free association for the initial brainstorming, some surrealist techniques like the cut-up technique, but we did that with actual images rather than words. That was a really effective part of our process, actually, the cut-up techniques. Mm-hmm. The exposure to the world of gaming and the future of gaming provided by Emma. I think a key faculty member that influenced us to pursue making a game was Emma Westcott. She really exposed us to, gaming history, present and future, and let us know that there is space for serious content, there is space for intelligent gaming, and there's a demand for that. We hadn't considered, given the type of messages and themes that we wanted to deal with, we hadn't considered a game because it just didn't seem to make sense. Mm-hmm. And now I think it makes more sense than anything.
That's a pretty powerful message. Is there anything else there under the surface that you want to talk about?
No. Coming into this, I had some experience in the digital landscape, but I really wanted to immerse myself further, especially in Toronto. That was really important and a big factor in choosing to do this program. Coming away from it, I do feel like I've had exposure to things that I wouldn't have come across otherwise, things that are like really super cool.
Oh, that was pretty good. Really super cool, goes over very well on promo videos.
Right.
Monica Law. My project is Cats Freaking Antiques, and my role is being the project coordinator. So I basically facilitate two very talented artists to create this project. So Cats Freaking Antique is it's like a game, but it's more about exploration. So what we think is, in the social media, cats become a meme right now. People really like watching cats video on YouTube and stuff. So we think cats is a very interesting character, and we would like to, through this apps, to kind of get people to think about how digital media or how technology has affected our life. So it could be the cats walking around the house, but seems to be nobody care about the cats breaking anything. So if you click on different items, we would like you to look at it and say, hey, what is it about? So it could be world issue, it could be reference to pop culture, or some of the stuff that it's just reference to the media. So that's what we are trying to do. I graduated from York University with my bachelor degree in Fine Arts Cultural Study last year, and I did a digital media certificate. By coming out of a university program and try to get into the industry, it feels a little bit gap in between that. I don't know how to get into the industry and really knowing what's going on in the digital media industry. So CFC has a very good program that I see it as a bridge. So it's like a professional program. You get to meet a lot of different people, learn from different people that actually working within the industry. They have the real world experience. And also, I like the fact that it's a very small group of a learning environment. So you got a lot of chance to interact with the faculties and get a lot of chance to make connections as well. So that's why I come to CFC.
Great.
But it's such a very vibrant, diverse environment right now. Like I don't know what will happen.
My name is Hannah Epstein, and I am 1/3 of the creative team for Cats Breaking Antiques. Basically encompasses the span of all problems of the world, all media, all sort of countercultural, alternative points of view in a playful, interactive, touchscreen game. You know what? Because Cats Breaking Antiques cares about the future.
Why a touchscreen game? Why an app? Why not like a comic book?
You know what?
Or something?
Because Cats Breaking Antiques cares about the future.
Okay.
And I'll have you know that touchscreen is the future. Basically everything is going to be touchscreen, and the cats are there.
Things about people's lives and people's obsessions with screens.
Yeah, you know what? It's also about people's obsession with their cats. Because people love their cats. People are like putting their cats all over the internet, you know?
Oh yeah.
And people all flock to it. You know, it's not just enough that somebody has put a cat video on the internet. Like, that's one first step. It's like, okay, no, let me start again. The first step is really somebody owning a cat in the first place. Somebody has reached a point in their life where they want to own a cat. And then they want to take a camera that they've bought at the store and videotape their cat. And then they want to put that video, because they think it's funny enough, on the internet. And then millions of people go to watch that video and comment on it. That is the world we live in, okay? Cats Breaking Antiques.
Sounds pretty good. What did you make?
Okay. Cats Breaking Antiques comes out of the Canadian Film Centre, because the Canadian Film Centre, the Media Lab, offers this rare opportunity that nowhere else in Canada offers, which is complete experimentation with media forms. And I haven't found that anywhere as an artist, where people actually support you and help you bring to life in new forms that you haven't ever experienced, you have no idea how to operate, that they make it possible. They take all the worry away from you. They say, let the technological stuff be. You need to deal with ideas, and you need to think about what the form and the platform for these ideas is going to be, what the new audiences are going to be, and they allow you to explore the future.
That was very convincing.
It's just the best. And you know what? You still recording?
Yeah,
The boomer generation, they had the vision, okay? They were obsessed with the vision, all right? But they all got corrupted, and admittedly so, from them, that they wanted to be comfortable, they wanted the pensions, they wanted the retirement. They are a disgrace to themselves, okay? We're talking about the Y generation now. What is the revolution of the Y generation? We don't know yet. Basically, we have every tool and opportunity at our hands, so anything we imagine can come into existence. And it seems to be that the things that people have chosen to imagine into existence at the moment are kind of, I would say, one-off little quips about fashion or their own personal lives, and it's highly narcissistic and serves society in no thoughtful way. And to me, that's a huge problem, and I think that actually any sort of like thoughtful exploration in media is desperately required. I feel, since Francis Bacon, we are on this endless train towards progress with no questioning of where we're going, why we're going there. It's over there. And there's just no reflection as to like the meaning of what it is that we're engaging in. And I think that Cats Breaking Antiques, because it's so absurd, and I mean I'm being a little absurdist in this interview, I think is actually the only way to be, because I think that just endlessly repeating the same questions, the same problems that we've had in the past leads us nowhere, and it's archaic. And I think that Cats Breaking Antiques is concerning itself with cats breaking cultural antiques, people breaking from the past. I don't know what way that's going to be, but I think it's important that we become silly about the past and break away from it and not take it seriously. I think it can hold you down. Obsessing.
Be silly about the past. I like that. It is the past, and I mean most people.
It is the past. And if we're supposed to be building the future here, because Slocko just made this speech, the future, then I hope that that future is big to the past.
Wow.
And gets a little creative and a little fun and actually tries to imagine something worth living in. So I think that's what Cats Breaking Antiques is about.